check 1, 2, 3. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Crazy Flyer 175 channel tonight. Doing a little more backcountry flying. I just got home off of a very tiring 4-day trip. Man, it was crazy. I was flying out southeast, and there is a lot of crazy weather down there today, and needless to say, it was we had to work hard. That was probably, being an aviator, being a pilot can sometimes be hard work. I mean, we came home so tired today. It was, we flew 4 legs. It was crazy long day. Lots of fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy my job. But yeah, I mean, we were dealing with weather all day long. Delays, issues across the board. But finally made it at home. Albeit 4.5 hours late, but I'm finally home. Decided to go ahead and just do at least a little bit of flying in the simulator tonight. I was not going to be getting on bat sim, man. I've done enough of that real life today. But I thought flying the Husky would be kind of fun. So I'm going to continue my Idaho backcountry flying here. And let me make sure the iPad is actually working for you guys. Hang on 1 second. Try not to leave it up too much today. Oh, of course it's not going to work, is it? Hang on 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to pull up the iPad and kind of show you where we're at, but of course, oops. There we go. There we go. Hang on 1 second. Now mirror my screen. There's always the technical issue. I thought I had it all right first try. Here it goes. Maybe it's thinking about working. Come on. I got the spinny wheel on the iPad screen. There we go. Now it's connected. Alright. Now you can see it. Okay. So, last time we left off here at Sierra 82. We originally started this series down in Boise. We've made our way north about halfway through Idaho. We're going up the west side of Idaho here. Today we're just going to do a couple of short ones. We're going to go up here to Sierra 73. It's literally like no more than 5 miles up the river. 6 miles. Okay. Literally is slightly more than 5 miles. 6 miles. We're going to go up here to Orofino, I think is how you say that. That one's a paved airport, but it's still pretty small. I'll check that out. And then I'd like to hit maybe one more. There's a lot of private strips here, and I found that private airstrips often don't show up in flight sim, but maybe we'll try to find one of these anyways, just for fun. And if not, then we'll call it a night. Anyways, that's what we're planning on doing. Let me get the iPad out of the way. Let's get the Husky fired up, and we're gonna go flying. It's nice, easy VFR flying. No ATC, no weather, just simple enjoying the airplane.
Caution, low oil pressure.
Get the mixture rich, props forward. We'll crack the throttle. Set the max to both. Gonna prime it. Clear prop.
Caution, low fuel pressure.
There we go. Got the engine fired up. We got oil pressure, and despite the thing yelling at us, we do have fuel pressure in the green. That is good. So, quick, easy flight. Nearest airport. It's probably the second nearest airport. Sierra. What did they say the identifier was? Sierra 73. Yep, there it is, right there. We'll go direct. Nice, easy, short one. Start off 6 miles. Probably be no more than about 4 minutes en route, but that's all right. It's nice to start off with a short one. All right, we got that done. Let's get those flaps down 1 notch. Probably lean the mixture out here, and the engine was running actually a minute ago. We should be warmed up enough to go ahead and do a run-up check. Do that super quick here. In fact, we'll kind of set our mixture. We're actually, you know, we're only 1,200 foot elevation. I forgot about that, so actually we'll just go full rich. And props forward, cycle it. For fluctuations of oil pressure, fuel pressure, and engine RPM. Left mag, both. Right mag, both. Alright, and we'll bring it back to idle. Alright, looks like we got a good run on the engine. Now we'll turn the lights on here. Alright, so we are here. I don't even know how to say this airport name. Husky, I want to say. Sierra 82. I am, by the way, if anybody's watching me, I am playing live on the East server on Flight Sim 2020. If anybody's out there does want to join me tonight, feel free. We're just doing some nice, easy, chill backcountry flying. Nothing too crazy. Man, the traffic over here is rather goofy. And it's funny, so my last video, I didn't actually live stream it. I recorded one literally the morning before I went to work, because I had like an 11 o'clock a.m. show, so I had a couple hours in the morning. Recorded a video, and anyways, ended up at this airport, and it probably took me a good 5 minutes to figure out if this is actually the airport I was looking for. Turns out it was. I found the right spot. Anyways, here we go. We're lined up. We'll be taking off. Let's do... It'll eventually be a left downwind departure, but we got to get clear of this terrain out here. So, alright, here we go. Power in. Lift the tail. Oh my gosh, guys. I screwed it up. We're going to cheat.
Low fuel pressure.
Let's pretend y'all didn't see that. Can't believe I dumped it on the nose. Oh, you know what? My altimeter is not calibrated properly. I'm really off to a terrible start. Golly. It starts with the altimeter all the way down at like 2880 or 2800 or something. It's like, it's ridiculously low pressure. You're never actually going to see. We're sitting at, what are we at? About 1263. That's just that field elevation. There's no AWAS out here. Or METAR or anything that you can look up. So it's that field elevation. Alright, let's try this again without dumping it on the nose. I can't believe I did that. There we go, tail up, release the brakes. This airplane's a little sensitive about that tail. I'm still getting used to it. That's the first time I've done that though, so this is my, I don't know, 4th time flying the airplane. Got a little bit of practice now. Alright, clear, get the flaps up, we'll accelerate. And we'll climb out about 85-ish miles per hour. And it seems like just above top of the white arc gives you a pretty good climb rate if you want to gain altitude quickly. Maybe not the steepest angle climb, but pretty good climb rate. Alright, we're just going to fly down the valley until we got enough altitude to clear the hillside here. And then we'll make a left turn out and go northbound. Aye, guys. Cannot believe I dumped the airplane on the nose, man. That would have been an expensive day, you know. Prop strike, engine tear down, all that kind of stuff. Not good. Good thing this is a simulator. Alright, here we go. We'll turn some music on probably after this leg. Not here for this first leg, it's a short one. Let's just enjoy the natural sounds of the airplane. Alright, we're going to be heading northbound pretty much right along the valley here, along this river. And we're really not going to climb all that high up. We'll probably climb to maybe 3,000 and almost immediately after we get there. I know, we'll probably cruise about 3 minutes and then we'll be starting to descend. So I am doing live weather. I am not doing live time because it would actually already be dark here in Idaho. And I didn't feel like night flying. It's kind of hard to fly at night in the backcountry. All right, here's 3,000 feet. Level it off. And we're going to, I don't even know how to say this name, Camia Municipal. Sierra 73 is going to be 1,206 feet. So just a little bit lower than the last airport we just that we just took off from. It's an unimproved airstrip, 1,400 feet of distance available. So this one's pretty short. Should be no problem for the Husky, but it's still a little short. Yeah, that little, like, dirt, it almost looks like a dirt road, but it's a runway there, just in the back window. That's where we took off from. That was a hard one to spot. I also did it, you know, it was early in the morning. I had a real tough time spotting that little strip. But ultimately found it. That's kind of, you know, this is what's fun. I love Flight Sim 2020 for this reason. It really feels real when you're like trying to find some of these little airports, you know, because some of them are a little tricky to spot, you know. This game really captures that realism. A little bit of turbulence up here at the top of the, along the ridge lines here. It's a nice area up here, man. It must be a beautiful place to live. Alright, so this airport is gonna be actually right about up here where the river kind of juts off to the right. It's gonna be somewhere off the right hand side, the eastern side of the river. Let's see if we can find it. Alright, we're already going to go ahead and reduce our power. We're starting the descent. And let's find a runway somewhere over here. It's actually a little ways off the river. It's between the river and it looks like a highway. I'll pull it up for you guys. So yeah, it's like between the river and the highway. So we'll see if we can find that highway. Which I don't know if it's just this road right here. It might be. Well, hang on. Maybe it's on the other side. This kind of looks like a runway to me. You know, there's this clearing here, but maybe it is on the other side. The chart makes it look like it should be on the eastern side of the river. But that sure as heck looks like a runway to me. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I mean, there's this clearing here, but that doesn't look like a runway. I mean, it could be. I could easily land on that. But, yeah. That just looks like a field, though, a pasture. Doesn't look like a runway. It's a little bit shorter, too. I think this is it across the river here. Let's take a look at it here. And actually, you know what? As I look at the GPS is actually showing it on the western side of the river. So yeah, that's definitely it. I guess that chart is just a little bit misleading. Totally thought it was on the side. I just realized I was leaving like my overlay all over the screen for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it wasn't the intro overlay. I think it was just the icon. But anyways, so yeah, we found a runway. Now we gotta figure out which direction the wind is coming from. Let's do, so I'm gonna turn the airplane just perpendicular to the runway. We're just gonna do a few seconds of like perfectly straight and level coordinated flight. And let's see if we can determine if there's any wind drift. I see pretty much none. I think our wind is essentially calm. Let's go ahead. We'll make this our left downwind here. And we'll land on this little airstrip. On the downwind. We'll go ahead and reduce power. Let's get the prop in. Mixture is already rich. Inside of the wide arc. There it is. Inside of the wide arc, 1 notch of flaps. Let's go ahead and turn our left base. Full flaps in, power out, descend toward the runway. Yeah, this is definitely a runway. High, let it down. There it is. Alright guys, we made it. Alright. We'll taxi over here. I mean, I think this is a hangar over here. Need the mixture a little bit for taxi. Is a hangar over here? Yeah, I think so. Just kind of park up here. Alright, so we completed our first leg. Let's see where we're heading next. So we've got 073, so I was thinking we'd go northbound. We've got a couple of airports out here. They're public, but they're both paved. I'm thinking we'll go up here to Orofino. And then I think we'll try to find either Freedom Creek, Big Island, Elk River, or Coral Creek. We're going to see if we can find a place to land at one of those. And that should be pretty cool, like right along this reservoir. I think it'll be some beautiful scenery. So let's take off north. We're going to go to Sierra 68 next. And so we'll set that in the GPS here for reference. Sierra 68. There, I see right there at the bottom. Direct and activate. Okay. So we got that picked out, or planned out here. Should be an easy cruise. Yeah. Let's see. So according to the GPS, or let's see, to the iPad here, that's going to be about 19 miles, so relatively short. I think we'll be able to do that one quickly. Let's go ahead and we'll get reset for takeoff. Let's see, we'll get the trim forward. 1 notch of flaps. We'll back taxi, and you know, why don't we just back taxi over here? We'll take off facing toward the north. Beautiful day up here. Man, this Idaho scenery is definitely awesome. I think this is among my favorite scenery so far that I've explored in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's just all along western Idaho. A lot of cool stuff to see. Alright guys, we are going to take off. So we're going to go north. It's about a 19-mile flight up to Orofino, I think is how you say that. The airport is Sierra 68. And again, I am live on the East Coast server. If anybody has Flight Sim 2020 would like to join, feel free. Alright, here we go. Not dumping my nose on the ground this time. There we go. Tails up. Airspeed alive. Gauge is green. Rotate. Climbing out. Clear the obstacles, and we'll track flaps. We'll climb out about 85. Beautiful scenery. Now this one's going to be probably, I don't know, 5-10 minutes at least of cruising. I'll go ahead and get some music started for us while we're enjoying the little cross-country cruise for a few seconds, or a few minutes. Oh, we're getting some turbulence through here. Wow, we're really getting rocked. Lots of turbulence. We're going to take it low and slow. Let's enjoy this beautiful river valley that we have. Cruising up the river. A little too lean on my mixture there, probably. Oh, stars are kind of floating there. We'll ignore that. Still beautiful scenery.
Let's pull up ties and take a trip to someplace new. Don't care where, as long as I have you. Baby, you're driving me crazy. So long now. My love for you's insane, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Beautiful, man. I love this. This is like so relaxing just to cruise up the canyon like this. Look at how good the rivers look in this game, man. The water textures that they have in Flight Sim are awesome. Let's go down a little lower. We'll check it out. That's good, cool houses up there, just on the hillside. We'll climb up out a little bit now. So cool. Oh yeah, check out these canyons through here. Have to be careful flying up there, man. You can get into a situation you might not might not be able to turn out of. Make sure you have plenty of altitude before you do that. Alright, we are just about halfway between these two airports. So we're getting there. Let's see, I don't think I ever said it is a destination. Get my estimated time. Alright, so the iPad is telling me about 7 minutes and we'll be touching down. Let's climb up a little bit. We'll kind of explore this ridge line up here. Now that I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable with the airplane, a little more aware of its capabilities and performance, I may start attempting some off-airport stuff. See if you can find a ridge line or just really a true off-airport areas to land in. Look how good the trees look. Pretty awesome. Oh, there's a road up here along this one. I think that's a road. Maybe not. No, maybe not. No, that's a road. That's gotta be. Yeah, okay. Wow, there's some turbulence. Yeehaw. Wow, we are getting rocked. Alright, we'll go ahead and kill the music for a few minutes and just enjoy the natural sound of the engine. Get a few external shots of the Husky. Yeah, there's actually quite a up here. There's some areas I could probably get this thing to land. Pretty good clear area on top of that side. Let's see, what town is this that we're over? It's a tiny little town there, down there in the river. This is the town of Greer, Idaho. So we're up to about 3,000 feet, you know, so that's a pretty impressive little canyon. You know, that each side of the canyon there is about 1,500 feet high. That's an impressive canyon. I don't know if this would be considered a canyon or a valley. I'd consider it more of a canyon because it's, you know, it's pretty narrow. You know, it just goes right down to the river. Alright, we are only about 6 miles now away from our field. So let's be starting to look for it out the front window. And we should start to maybe see the reservoir. No, the reservoir's kind of behind another ridge line that goes up to about 3,000 feet. So I'm thinking, if you look right there, there's kind of that ridge line here. You can almost just see a little bit of water beyond it. I think that's the reservoir. Shack Reservoir, I think. Here, I'm going to pull up the iPad for you guys for just a moment. This is what I'm kind of looking at. So we're just right here, old green airplane. And that's the airport we're going into, 068. We're almost there. It's so the airport's going to be like right up here, just around this bend somewhere. And this one is a paved runway, so it's pretty short. It's only about 2,500 feet long. Looks like it runs east-west runway, and the airport elevation is 1,005 feet, so about 1,000 feet. We'll probably overfly, take a look at it, kind of familiarize myself with it. It did say on the chart here, as we look at the VFR sectional chart, RP9 means right-hand pattern for runway 9. So normally we'll make our turns to the left. If we're landing on the runway that faces eastbound, it's right-hand turns. And I'm guessing that's probably for the high terrain that's just off the left-hand side of the airport. So it looks like the airport is, well, I can't tell what side of the river it's on. Actually, the airplane GPS here did a better job last time of showing me where the airport is. So it looks like it's going to be just on the southern bank of the river. And it's just up here around this bend. So we're actually, we're getting pretty close. Oh, that's it right there. A little strip of pavement, that's the airport. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and reduce our power. And we'll start a descent into the valley here. Here's the city of Orofino. I think I'm saying that right. Somebody correct me if I'm not. Yeah, it looks like a cool place, cool little town. Alright, so we're going to reduce the power. We'll kind of do a few turns here that'll help us lose a little altitude, get down into the valley. Take a look at the city here. It's a small little town. Looks like a nice place though. Surrounded by trees and mountains. Wonder if they have any good cell reception. Probably not, you know. But this isn't a place you come to live for amazing internet. You come to live out here because you love nature. Alright, so here's our airport. Wonder if we can get down to maybe spot a windsock. You know, we're already, you know, we're at our traffic pattern altitude. We're 1,000 feet above the airport elevation. So yeah, I don't think we'll be able to see a windsock. The winds were pretty calm earlier. I'd venture a guess to say it's probably near calm down there. So I think we'll go ahead. We'll just call this our left downwind, and we'll land runway. Actually, which runway are we landing? I guess that would be 9, or really I should be making a right-hand pattern for runway 9. I guess I want you to make your downwind over the other side. We'll cross over, actually. We'll make a left downwind 27. I lied. What's there? Yeah, I don't see any windsock. You know, it might just kind of load in as we get closer down to the ground, but we'll do left downwind 27. Watch the terrain here. With a tight little airport, man. It's kind of weird they're actually having you do your traffic pattern on this side of the airport. There's a big old mountain right there. Check that out, man. Literally right there. Alright, we are being the touchdown point. Power's coming out. Whoa. A few bumps of turbulence. We'll get 1 notch of flaps out there. Alright, we'll get full flaps in for our turns here. It's going to be a little tight. We'll see if I'll need a longer final, man. She really doesn't want to come around. There we go. A little bit further. It's actually a little bit wider of a downwind than I thought it was. You get a lot of weird, like, visual illusions flying in terrain like this, man. It's a little hard to tell sometimes really how high you are, or where you're at in relation to the runway. Alright, short final 27. Let's not be fast. I'm already a little fast. Well, we'll go ahead and wheelie landing this one. There it is. Alright. Stay on the rudder. Keep it on center line. Just dancing on the rudders. There we go. Then with the tail on the ground, we pull the stick all the way back. Kind of lock that tail to the ground. And brakes, brakes, brakes. And we'll make our turn. That was fun. It was a little tricky one to get into. You know, getting in here with like a, you know, even like a Mooney or something like that would be a pretty tight maneuvering. Get in the valley here. Alright. Flaps are up, lean mixture. Oh, I never brought my prop forward. Man, I'm terrible. I should probably start using checklists even in these little airplanes. And I do it at work. The big airplanes. Alright, so we're going to do one more leg tonight. So I'm thinking we're going to try to go north. I'm going to try to find this little airstrip. It's just about 5 miles north, called Freeman Creek. It sits up on a mountaintop, looks like. 3,100 foot elevation, 2,300 foot long runway, supposedly. Just on the other side of the lake up here. So let's go see if we can find it. If we don't find it, we'll try to find one of the other ones. Wherever we end up landing on the next one, we'll probably end the stream there for the night. Like I said, I was going to keep this one pretty short. I'll plan on doing some more tomorrow, though. My goal here, I'm going to continue this series all the way until we get to the Canadian border. Whoa. And yeah, so all the way from Boise up to the north tip of Idaho. That's what I'm planning on. Alright, we got an airplane configured. Actually, we don't. Let's go flaps, trim neutral. Flaps, 1 notch. Mixture rich for takeoff, props forward, and here we go. So we'll take off. We're going to climb up the valley a little ways, and then we'll turn northbound towards our airport. Final, clear that direction. Here we go. That tail lifts up really easy in this
Engine
airplane,
overspeed.
as I found out on my first takeoff when I dumped the nose onto the ground. Alright, we're airborne. We'll accelerate, get the flaps up. Alright, here we go. Climbing up the middle of the valley, over the river. Pretty good little town over here. I guess it's got a couple parts to it. So I think there's more back there on the other side of the river too. Alright, we're gonna start turning up this valley. We've still got to climb another basically 2,000 feet for this short flight. The airport we're going to, Freeman Creek, sits at 3,100 feet, so we're still 1,000 feet below our next airport. There's the dam right here for the Warshack Reservoir. Turn up over this way. There's the reservoir there and the dam. Alright, we are about 4 miles away now. It's going to be on this mountain peak straight ahead of us. We'll see if we can find this one. It's been a little tricky to find these private airstrips in flight sim. They're not always modeled, but hopefully this one will be. It's called Freeman Creek. No identifier. It's not showing up on the GPS in the airplane. I just got it pulled up here, as you guys can see on the iPad. We'll see if we can find it. And if not, maybe we'll just land on top of this mountain anyways. Looks like a pretty cool place. Wow, we are really getting tossed around. The wind's up here on this one. Alright, so supposedly there's an airstrip somewhere over here. Honestly, there's a lot of good place to land up here on top of the mountain. See if one is identifiable as a runway here. Fine. A couple of fields, really. It's open pastures. One of these is supposedly a runway for a private airport. Actually, it's indicating maybe it's straight ahead here. Here, I'll pull up the iPad. You guys can see what I'm seeing. Like a few roads down through the area. I'm gonna pause track hour for a second. So it's supposedly 12 o'clock. So It is somewhere up here. It's not exactly where I thought it was. Again, we're just going based off the chart. Chart's not always 100% accurate. It's close. Actually, I think I saw my runway over here. It's under the wing now. Hang on. You see up here, there's just like this little strip of like dirt there. I bet that's a runway. That's about the exact right spot, according to the chart as well. If you guys look there. I think we found it. Yeah, that is a runway, my friends. We can land on that. Kind of connects up over here to this house. We'll just pretend we know the guy and that he gave us permission to land here. It looks pretty cool. You know, private airports or airstrips in real life, you gotta have owner of the permission, or permission from the owner to land there. Yeah, that looks like a little dirt landing strip. We'll land on it and we'll call it a night. All right, so we're on the downwind here. A little bit of a low downwind, so we'll keep this one pretty tight. Carry a little bit extra energy for this first little part. Alright, we're going to pitch back to about 75 miles per hour. Pull in the flaps, 1 notch. There they are. Turn at base. This airplane has a very small envelope between flap speeds and stall speeds, actually, especially in the angle at bank. I've noticed, at least between you know, flap limits and the stall horn. Maybe, you know, it's not going to stall immediately as the horn goes off. The horn goes off a few knots above a stall, but alright, we're going to go full flaps. A little fast. Let's get it moved, slowed up, smaller corrections. Been flying the jet all day. The jet takes a little more manhandling. This airplane's a little more precise. A little smoother on the inputs. Here we go. 3-pointing it in. Power, power, power. Floated a little, but I think it'll do. Let's go see what this guy up here is up to at his house. So that's where this little dirt strip leads, apparently. Little dirt runway. Alright. Well, we made it. I guess this is Freeman Creek, a little private airport. I finally found a private airstrip and flight simulator. This little runway here. Well, guys, I think this is where we're going to call it for tonight. This is going to be a short, sweet one. Don't know if it'll ever go to YouTube, but still fun to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, we do appreciate y'all watching, especially those of you that comment, like the videos. I do appreciate it. Yeah. It's fun. I'm definitely tired tonight. When am I not tired, though? Let's just admit it, life is crazy sometimes. But in a good way. Alright. Power's off, mag's off. Alright, guys. Well, airplane shut down. We'll call it here for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.